Yesterday, I talked to someone like it was nothing, no deep meaning, no big moment, just a normal conversation, the kind you don't even remember word for word. I thought there would be another one. There's always another one, right? But today, they're gone. And just like that, a regular moment became the last moment. There's something strange that happens as you get older. When you're young, people tell you to live for today. And it sounds like a cliche, like something printed on a poster you walk past without reading. You think you have time, so much time that it almost feels endless. But then something shifts. You start to notice things you never noticed before. The way your parents linger over the newspaper reading the obituaries. You used to think it was morbid. Why focus on who's gone? Now you understand. It's not about death. It's about recognition. It's about seeing names that once laughed, once loved, once sat across from someone just like you, talking about ordinary things that didn't feel important at the time. And suddenly they are. Because one day you talk to someone, a friend, a neighbor, someone who crossed your path, and it feels like just another conversation. Nothing dramatic, no grand goodbye, just words exchanged in passing, and then they're gone. No more interaction, no more hugs, no more, "I'll see you soon." Just silence, and that's when it hits you. Time doesn't slow down for understanding. It doesn't wait for you to realize what mattered. It just keeps moving. You begin to carry people with you, not physically, but in fragments. A laugh you can still hear. A phrase they always said. A moment so small, it didn't seem worth remembering until it became everything. It's funny, isn't it? The moments we hold on to the most are rarely the big ones, not the milestones, not the celebrations, but the quiet times. The in-between spaces, the simple conversations, the shared silence where nothing needed to be said. Those are the moments that stay, the happy times, the new times, even the desperate times, and especially the times of grief, because they remind us how deeply we cared. As you get older, your world doesn't just grow, it also changes shape. Faces fade, voices disappear, and your heart becomes a place where memories live. Not perfectly, not completely, but enough. Enough to remind you that every interaction matters. Every hug, every call you almost didn't make, every conversation you thought was ordinary. Because one day it won't be repeatable. And that's where living for today finally makes sense. It's not about chasing thrills or pretending nothing matters. It's about presence. It's about looking at someone and really seeing them, as if this moment is the one that will stay, because sometimes it is. It's about saying the things you mean while you still can. It's about not rushing past the small moments, because they are the ones that quietly become permanent. And maybe that's the part no one really tells you. That later is a promise no one actually made. We move through life assuming there will always be another chance to finish the sentence, to return the call, to say the thing we felt but softened or swallowed because it didn't seem urgent. But urgency has a way of revealing itself too late. Not loudly, not dramatically, just in the quiet absence of someone who used to be there. So the sinker isn't about fear. It's not about walking around thinking every moment is your last. That's not living either. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that the ordinary is not ordinary at all. That this, right now, is the moment in the future you will wish you could step back into, even just for a second. To hear that voice again, to laugh at that same joke, to sit in that same silence that once felt so insignificant. Because one day, you would give anything for one more insignificant moment. So you start to choose differently. You linger a little longer. You listen a little closer. You say, I appreciate you without waiting for the perfect time. You forgive faster. You show up when it would be easier not to. Not because you're afraid of losing people, but because you finally understand what it means to have them. And in the end, that's what stays with you. Not the big speeches, not the perfectly planned goodbyes, just the small, quiet proof that you were there, fully, honestly, and without holding back. Because when the moment becomes a memory, and it will, you won't be wondering if it mattered. You'll know it did.